Hey everybody, happy Friday. We're here to talk about this weekend's coming up games, week 14. We already had one surprisingly high scoring game, and we hopefully have a lot more action. Some of you it's playoff time. But today, besides answering questions, we're actually going to get to another underdog draft. I'm doing this last couple of weeks because we talk about the pick'ems and maybe don't always get to advertise the fact that they have drafts you can do every single week. So let's get it. This is the week 14 edition of Underdog. It's a 10-man draft. Want to see some fresh blood in here. Who will take home the crown this week? So that link is about to get posted in the comments. All you have to do is is have an Underdog account, and then you click the link, and it'll take you straight there. If you don't have an account, I'll tell you all the reasons why you should. But yeah, we got some comments here. Some people maybe not in the playoff race. That's okay.
Hey, that's all right. You can do underdog and still sweat fantasy.
Exactly. That's the thing is, let's say you redraft, your season's over, you didn't make the playoffs. You can compete still every single week, and it's actually even better because instead of rolling with that same busted team that you had all year that didn't get you to the playoffs, you make a brand new team every week. So this is your chance, Frank. Anybody else in there? Get a week 14 team. You have some skin in the game. Give you some more reasons to watch. You get a chance to win some money too, and of course, bragging rights. The most important thing you can say you took down the rest of the endgame community.
That's right.
Week 14, right? It's much more valuable than the money.
Yes.
All right, so let's break it down while people are getting in there. So again, anybody wants to join here, the link is right there in the description. Just click on it. Should take you straight there. Try the app. It's very easy to use. So again, you can just join either computer app. If you don't have an account, let me tell you how easy it is to join. So you just go to Underdog, go to the sign up area, and then you're going to use promo code ENDGAME because that gets you a couple of things. First of all, whatever you put for your initial deposit, they will match it up to $100, 100%. So you don't have to put $100 in, but every dollar you put up to that limit, dollar for dollar, you'll get it doubled. So that's a good thing right there, right away. And then you get a free pick'em too. And this weekend it is, there you go, Dak Prescott. Just needs 1 yard. That's right. So if you do the picks, this one's a gimme. You just take higher, 0.5 total yards. And Dak Prescott is a free pick. And you just pick any other player. It doesn't even have to be NFL, any other sport, anything you like. And then that's your first pick. You got a good chance to win right off the bat. So you get that just for making an account on Underdog. And then, of course, once you have your account, you can join the drafts and draft with us right here, right now, or next week. So again, you're out of the playoffs, got nothing to play for week 14. You do now. You can join us right here and compete. Let's see. What do we got? Okay, we've got a couple already. So we'll wait until this is full, and we will talk about some questions here while we're waiting. So if you're not sure about how this draft works, it's going to be a 10-man draft. It is half PPR, as Underdog is, and it's only 6 rounds. That's it. You don't have to make a whole full team, no bench, no. It's just 6 players. So simple enough. 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 flex, which can be running back, receiver, or tight end. And that's it. Just 6 players that you like for this week. It's a 10-person draft, so good chance you might get some of your favorite players.
Yes.
I went with the double RB using a flex at RB last week. It did not pay off because both my running backs busted. But stacking is a good strategy in general, right? If you can get a QB wide receiver stack that pays, that definitely helps.
Yeah, as long as your QB wide receiver stack doesn't get hurt. I had the double injury team last week with Tank Dell and Ramondre Stevenson on the same team.
You sure did. You went in on the Texans, and just this was the wrong week to do that. Ramondre, yeah, you didn't just have guys who got hurt. You got 2 guys out for the season in the same lineup. That's impressive. A third of your lineup.
Third of my lineup gone. I don't even think Tank Dell got a point. I think Ramondre got like the first series, and then it was like he was done basically.
Pretty much, yeah. They both got hurt nice and early.
Yes.
But that's the luck part of it. So you never know. But that's what makes it fun. You shoot purely for upside here. This is think best ball. Think just like any best ball. If you're not familiar with best ball, you just want those big boom weeks. This is why we talk booms. If you saw the video, is already out. Our boom picks, guys who have huge upside, could be in line for big games. That's it. That's what you're looking for. Somebody who can go off. And it doesn't matter if every one of your players does well. Just pick a couple of players who could have big weeks, and you can cash. All right, got one more in there. So let's keep going, guys. We need 6 more to start. So go ahead and click the link, sign in. If you've played before, it's okay. You can join again. Don't feel like if you played last week or week before, like you can't do it again. It's all right. Whoever gets in there first is in. All right, we do have some questions. Some
people... I see a lot of questions about the same guys for some reason. Like some news today, apparently.
Not surprising. It's never surprising. Yesterday was 90% Zeke questions, and Zeke, I mean, he came through. Start him.
Wide receiver Zeke. I did not see 22 carries for 68 yards. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that one coming. 7 catches for 70 yards. I did not see that one coming.
I knew he'd get some catches. I didn't think he'd get that many, but actually more surprising to me was how many yards he got out of the catches. Was the defense of the Steelers really that preoccupied with the wideouts of the Patriots?
I mean, Bailey Zappi also threw 3 touchdowns, and Hunter Henry had 2. So yeah, I'm gonna blame the Steelers defense on this one.
Yeah, I think you can blame the Steelers everything. They should just be automatically eliminated from the playoffs just for losing that game plus last week's game.
They pretty much are now, because I think 3 of their next 4 is on the road. Like, yeah, they blew it these last 2 weeks. They had a chance to somehow sneak in the playoffs, but after these last 2 weeks, probably over for them.
Do you blame Mitch Trubisky? Do you blame Mike Tomlin? Or do you just blame lack of talent?
Yes. All of the above.
All of the above.
I mean, I guess last week was a little unlucky with the Pickett injury. Who knows what would have happened if Pickett stayed healthy? But my goodness. I mean, look, some of the play calling last night was not very favorable for Mitch Trubisky. But some of those throws, they're like not even close to catchable. Like just airmailing dudes, right? Like, and I'm not talking like, that last pass to Deontay Johnson. I'm talking like George Pickens or whoever, or Deontay Johnson running like a 10-yard out, and the ball is like 15 feet in the air or something, like, right, going out of bounds. Like what are these throws? Like, or like Pat Freiermuth just all wide open over the middle, and it's like he can't even jump up and catch it because it's so bad. It's just like, I mean, certainly there's a lot of blame to go around, right? There's a lot. It's more than just Mitch Trubisky, but there was some bad play calling for sure. Obviously, the defense, what was going on there? How do you let Bailey Zappi just carve you up in the first half like that? There's a lot going on in Pittsburgh. A lot of blame to go around in Pittsburgh, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that the last week you can say, okay, well, it was just a weird game. The weather played a factor because it wasn't just that it was raining wet. Like, they had 2 long delays where they had to go back and then back and forth, and it was just kind of weird. And then Pickett got hurt in game.
Right.
So I can see that. Okay, fine. You give him a pass. It was a letdown game, whatever. There's no excuse for this one. There's zero excuse. Just zero. The defense to give up that many points to Bailey Zappi in New England, they have the talent on defense. That's the thing. Oh, injuries, right. Whatever. No, come on. You're an NFL defense. You have enough players. You can stop the New England Patriots offense. So that's just a lack of preparedness. And then Mitch Trubisky, I think, gets a lot of blame for this week's loss.
Yeah,
but
it's
one less team.
It's gonna be rough. I mean, it's gonna be. Look, Deontay Johnson somehow came through with a touchdown and like a 20-yard garbage time catch. But I mean, how good can we feel about how good can you feel about these guys rest of the season with Mitch Trubisky under center? I mean, they were already saying like it might be what 3 to 4 weeks for Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Like, can you start these guys next week with Mitch Trubisky under center? Who do they play? They go on the road. Who do they play next week?
I don't remember next week. Look it up. I can't feel good about
it. Go on the road against. I mean, look, it's not even against the Colts, but I mean, can you trust these guys? Like, really? No. Mitch Trubisky. I mean, George Pickens, 5 catches for 19 yards.
That was
19. What is he, a running back? Is George Pickens a running back? How do you get 19 yards on 5 catches when you're George Pickens?
Brutal, yeah, that was pretty disgusting to see his route tree just not there. You know, it used to be a one-trick pony. Just all he does is run vertically. This time they didn't have him go beyond 5 yards. What are you doing? It's like, I don't know. I think Deontay is still playable because he's somehow now catching touchdowns every week and he's getting targets. Pickens is the guy I just can't even think about.
No.
All right, but this week it's going to be now a lot of Chiefs questions because looks like Isaiah Pacheco is out, possibly longer than 1 week. But right now, right here, we got some. We're going to have to answer questions about CEH. Yes, we are. Drone Force needs 2 receivers in the flex. Got Jamar Chase and Debo and Adams and Rice and CEH. And then a tight end question.
I think you got to go Chase and Debo. And then I think you got to flex Adams.
Yeah, it's the first 3.
Yeah, it's the first 3. You don't have to worry about CEH this week or Rice. And then I'm going to play Komet at tight end over Likely.
I am too. Not feeling great about Likely. Komet, we'll see. You never really know, but he always has touchdown upside. Yeah, so Chase, Debo, Adams, Komet. All right, so Frank I was kind of mentioning him earlier, out of the playoffs, but we will see you. Don't be a stranger. You don't have to wait till next year. We're going to do off-season mocks. We're going to do best ball drafts, talk dynasty, and we're doing weekly drafts. So I don't know if you already have Underdog. If you want to sign up, draft with us now. All right, so we got 3 spots left, and then we're going to get started as soon as it's full. So we got 1 minute. As soon as it's full, if you just joined, be ready. Be on standby. Get your cue set. It goes fast. It's 30-second clock, 6 rounds. We'll be done.
Yeah, 10 minutes or so, and we're done. Josh has a question. What draft is this? What is this? It's week 14. Right. What is this? What is this draft stuff? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on here? All right. So if you missed it, the very, very beginning, just got on not too long ago. Underdog does weekly drafts. We talk about the pick'ems all the time. You can go higher or lower on players, but they have every week drafts that you can do for NFL. They have it for every other sport too, just like the picks. But they have the big tournaments where you can enter and try to win just like the other sites. They also have these. You can do private leagues. We're doing one right now. It's just for in-game viewers, only whoever's watching and wants to join in. For you guys, compete with us, draft against us right now. Take us down in a week 14 draft. Best ball, basically, best team for week 14, Sunday slate. So this doesn't include the Monday games plural, because there's for some reason 2 Monday games and the night game. It's just the main afternoon and morning games for Sunday. So you're going to have that player pool to work with. And you're just going to draft a quick team, 6 players, and see who wins. So quick draft competition for week 14, aside from your regular fantasy team. Of course, you need an Underdog account. If you don't have an Underdog account, super easy. If you click the link, it'll take you straight there. Look in the comments. Chris already dropped that link to get to this league, and then you sign up. Give you a couple minutes if you want to do that. If you already have an account, easy. Click the link. You go straight there. South Sea needs 1 to flex. Cup, Ridley, Clyde. Flowers or Kincaid?
Right now, I'm going to go Cup. The weather's actually not looking as bad. We've talked about this the last couple days, but I checked today. And the latest forecast is now saying, I think we see a wind and rain combo here. I think a steady light rain is fairly likely with winds around 15 miles per hour sustained and gusts over 20. So it's still like not fantastic, but not as bad as it was looking earlier in the week when they were saying like 30-mile-per-hour gusts and it could be a slop fest. So right now I'm going to go Cup.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cup. I'm sorry to just in advance disappoint anybody who's considering CEH. I'm just going to blanket statement, just say I'm not starting CEH anywhere ever at all. I don't care what Andy Reid said or whoever what they said. Now, Jerick McKinnon, that's a different matter. But anyways, I'll go Cup here. I like Cup enough.
Yeah, this is not only is Pacheco out, but they asked Andy Reid, is IR a possibility? And he said, we'll see. Like, how did we get here? How did we go from Isaiah Pacheco having literally the best game of his career last week, to possibly being on IR? Like, what is this? How did this happen?
Well, this is why people will say, true or not saying it is or isn't, but, say all those smaller backs, that's why, they always get injured. Big backs get injured too. But anyways, he's out. All right, so with Pacheco out, Alexis Jaramillo wants to know Keaton, Edwards-Helaire, or McKinnon?
Give me Keaton. Give me Keaton Mitchell. Like,
yeah,
he's been trending up. He's got that explosive ability. He's a guy who can get 12, 13, 14, 15 touches and still have a good fantasy game. Sure, maybe it's McKinnon week. Maybe, look, I tweeted out Jerick McKinnon, like late season, Jerick McKinnon is just inevitable at this point, right? It doesn't matter. Every year, somehow, Jerick McKinnon is going to become fantasy relevant right in time for the fantasy play. I'm going to do nothing all year, and then fantasy playoffs, Jerick McKinnon. And then people will draft him next year and then drop him because, whatever. Just it's the circle, the McKinnon fantasy football circle of life.
Yes.
But I'll still take Keaton Mitchell because he has the same kind of like breakaway home run potential as Jerick McKinnon, but I know he's going to probably get more touches, so I'm going to go Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah, I would go Keaton here too. I mean, you have to admit McKinnon has more touchdown upside because we've seen it, and he's in the Chiefs' offense. But I feel better about Keaton's volume. His volume, his yardage, and it does have potential for a touchdown. So this week will give Keaton the edge. But yeah, stash McKinnon. I mentioned McKinnon. I don't remember if it was 2 weeks ago or whatever. They just grab him now, and here we go. Not that I foresaw Pacheco injury. I'm not calling that, but this is why you grab a guy like McKinnon. Oh, he hasn't done anything all season. It doesn't matter. Here's when he comes out. And they said, oh, yeah, he hasn't played because basically we were saving him for right now. And here it is. So Max Petrini, Kincaid or Taysom?
Well, I would go Kincaid regardless. But look, Taysom Hill hasn't practiced all week. I guess he's got a hand and a foot injury, although Dennis Allen said the foot is the more concerning thing. I mean, you can't feel good about Taysom even if he plays, if he's less than 100%. So I think you got to go Kincaid.
I would have gone Kincaid anyways, but now there are a couple of leagues, because, yes, I have too much Taysom Hill, where I had Taysom Hill slotted in there, and I just took him out. Like, I'm just starting a guy like Gerald Everett or, God, who else is it? I don't want to remember.
Isaiah Likely's okay this week. I like Isaiah Likely this week against the Rams. Definitely like Gerald Everett. They're the two I put on the video tomorrow. They're the two tight ends I put on the video tomorrow. I think they're probably the best streaming options as far as guys that are actually on the waiver wire.
Yeah, but you got Kincaid. Don't even sweat it. Just go Kincaid anyways. All right, so I mean, for me, this is easy. Anthony Morales, would you go Clyde or McKinnon?
I don't know.
I know they said, "Oh, he's going to get a chance. He's going to be the." What exactly was the quote? Something about he'll get his shot, or I don't know.
Yeah, well, he said he's a starter.
He's the starter,
but McKinnon probably has more upside, more risk, more upside. CEH more the floor play, like he'll probably get the touches. He'll do something. Maybe he could get lucky and score.
Well, you know what's going to happen, though. You know what's going to happen. Deneric Prince is going to come in and score 3 touchdowns.
It would be the Chiefs' way.
Yeah.
Would be the Chiefs' way.
I don't know. So who are you picking? If you have both these guys stashed on your bench.
Oh. I'm probably going CEH just because it's like, okay, he'll probably get the touches.
Yeah. And look, I almost always say, what do I always say? Like running back, I'm going to lean towards volume and opportunities. And I think Clyde gets more. I just think he does nothing with them. And I do think in the red zone, in the goal line, they're going to go McKinnon. And he catches passes. I mean, Clyde does too, but McKinnon's actually good at it. So. You see my anti-CEH bias here. All right.
Yes.
We need one more, guys. One more. Last chance. You want to get in this draft? Hit it right now. The link is there in the comments section. Just click it and join. As soon as it starts, everyone else be on standby. I know, guys, unfortunately, you can't do it everywhere. Feel for you. Greg, not available in Michigan. Hopefully that changes. They're working on it. By the way, Greg, huge props for being a loyal Pistons fan these days. That's just you, badge of courage. I feel you. I'm a Heat fan, so that I've never really had that kind of season for NBA, but I'm a Marlins fan for baseball, so I know what it's like.
I like this one because I did actually pick up Brevin Jordan in a must-win league.
I clicked away.
Where I have no tight end. Oh, whoops, that's not the one. It's supposed to be this one. So how do we feel about Brevin Jordan this week with Dalton Schultz out again?
Yeah, Schultz is out again, and Jordan, look, he was one of your picks last week for this underdog draft, and he didn't have a big game, but he got some targets and he had some yardage. He's a lot more interesting now with Tank Dell out, and the Jets give up a lot to the tight end. This is a sneaky Brevin Jordan week.
It is. It is. I like Brevin Jordan. I think he's right up there as like a decent streaming option this week.
Yep. Like Brevin Jordan. If you're looking for a replacement for Schultz or McBride because he's on bye, whoever it is. All right, then Daquan Brown wants to pick up CEH. Would you start him over Ford?
Oh, man. I don't know. This is where it gets close because I'm not feeling a big Ford week this week. I mean,
when's the last time you had a big week?
But I mean, what are we really expecting from? I don't know. I might just go with CEH. It is a great matchup, right, for the Chiefs against the Bills' run defense. Not a very good run defense. They're at home. I might just go CEH here, actually.
Yeah, if you're going to pick up CEH, you might as well put him over Ford, I would say. Like, personally, I lean McKinnon over CEH, but if you're going to pick up one of those guys, sure, Ford is totally benchable. All right, looks like we're full. Here we go. Guys, we'll try to answer some more of your questions when we're done, but let's get to the draft and focus on this. Thank you, Zane Richter. I love the channel. Hopefully you got in here. If not,
do this. All right, looks like
Monster Jacobs. Gotta be Jacobs. Or maybe not.
Oh, man.
I have to come back to this one. I thought it would be a quickie.
I mean, I probably still got to go Jacobs, but man, Moss is in a great spot this week.
It's true. All right, we'll come back to you, Zane. All right, what spot do you have? It looks like
I have the 8. You have the 3. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he says we never answer his question, so let's do it. Reed, Puka, or Cup for the flex?
Is that Kike Esparza?
Yes. Reed,
Puka, or Cup? I'm gonna go Cup.
Yeah, I'm going Cup right now too. If for some reason the weather looks horrible in Baltimore, and especially if Christian Watson's out, I might then go Reed.
Yeah, Reed. I think still questionable, right? Reed's still questionable.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's playing. Looks like we're gonna get an auto pick at pick 1. Did we get an auto pick, or is my thing just?
No, I see it timed out too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So draft started. If you just joined, get ready. It's gonna go quick. 6 rounds. I say that. Of course, I'm not ready. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this turns out.
Diggs.
Yeah, there's not a running back I love at the top of the list.
Jerick McKinnon's available. CEH.
He's my 2nd round pick. Did we see? Yeah. So Justin Jefferson, I mean, to you this week, he's just automatic 1st rounder in a format like this?
I don't know.
I looked and I could have taken him, but I said, nah, I'll go with Diggs upside. Boomer. I'm going to take this one off. Done 5 drafts just since you got off work. That's dedication.
Nice.
All right, let's see where we're at. It goes fast. I'm gonna like set my cue so I'm ready, but at least I'm at the early. So we got Jacobs, Jefferson in that game.
Oh, John just sniped me on DJ Moore.
Man, quarterbacks in the 1st round. I couldn't even think about getting a Josh Allen stack.
I was going to go DJ Moore and then hope I could get Fields, but I guess I'll just go Chase now.
All right,
although I'm not going to get Browning. So I'll have to figure out a different stack later.
You don't think Browning will make it back to you?
Oh, I think Browning will be there for me if I want him.
I think you will.
I think Jake Browning will still be there by the end.
You can only hope.
Hey, if I have to, maybe I'll go with the Jamar Chase, Jake Browning stack. All right, we always get this question. We always get these questions. No Tyreek. It's only the Sunday main slate. So obviously no Thursday game because that already happened. No Sunday night game and no Monday night games. Just the Sunday main slate.
Hate to do it, but here we go.
Man, Bijan Robinson fell all the way to the 2-6.
That's the first time I've ever drafted Kyren Williams in anything.
Even Kyren at the 2-8, that's
feels good.
Very low.
Don't worry, guys. We'll get back to your questions. Well, we're just drafting right now, so we'll check out what's going on here. These are the guys we like the best this week, but also trying to strategize. All right, let's see. Up next. All right, I'm up. Yeah, I usually don't go quarterback early, but I think I have to with this group. Sorry, I'm stealing your stack.
Oh no, I didn't get DJ Moore. So
Oh, I thought you did get DJ Moore.
No, I wanted
you're
DJ
saying
Moore.
You got sniped on DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, whoever I stole your stack.
John. You stole John's stack.
Oh, it's John. All right. There's still good enough receivers here. Yeah, see, like Devontae Adams just got taken. Solid, but I think I should still get somebody good.
Man, Eckler at the 3-6. That could be a week winning pick right there.
We'll see. We'll see what we
get
from Eckler.
Today, OC Kellen Moore said something to the effect of like he still really likes Austin Eckler and doesn't see the role changing, and Austin Eckler is still the guy, basically.
Gotta be still the guy, because who's the other guy?
Exactly. Jeez, where are all the QBs?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I just went ahead and took Fields there, because after that, it's like huge drop off. Not like running backs mad deep either, but I think I got my one. I think I'm just going to flex a receiver this week. All right, let's see. What'd you do?
I took Debo.
He was in my queue. I feel like by round 4, we should have better options left in the 10-man draft when there's only 2 teams on bye.
Well, I don't understand why is this guy buried so far why is he down? How am I getting Travis Etienne around 4?
Guess the injury?
I guess.
He's playing, but
are people that worried about him these days?
Well, he's going to play. I'm sure he'll play, but it looks like all the Jags are just kind of low this week.
Everybody worried about Beathard and the defense?
Yeah, the defense. It's a little bit of both. Yeah, you got to go down and look, because the rankings aren't all exactly what you might expect.
Right. There's some guys down here that are like, why is this player so low? So what do I need here? I guess that's right. I don't even need.
We're gonna wait. Feels too early. Panic pick. Here we go.
Elijah Moore. Woo!
All in on the Elijah Moore train. Yeah, there's just not a lot of guys I feel great about. Actually, you know what I'm going to do?
Take another QB?
If I was allowed legally to do so, I would. I'm going to do what I said I wasn't going to do. I'm going to take another running back.
Why not?
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
There he is.
McKinnon.
There it is.
You know, there's
3
guys
touchdown
like
game. 3 TD game coming in.
Wow. Over James Cook. McKinnon over James Cook.
Yep. Oh, who's that? Oh, wow, you're kidding. I just added him to my queue. All right. Well, I don't get Brevin Jordan, and neither do you.
That's okay.
Yeah. Tight ends, shockingly, is not very deep either. Who still needs a tight end? Oh. You're going to take one of my guys. Yep.
Yeah, of course, because
he's the best one left. And there goes another one. Okay. All right, final round. Here we go. Start putting in those comments. Who's going to win this? Who's taking it home on week 14? Isn't Doc Heisman? Isn't McKinnon 176 years old? In running back years, yes, he is.
Yeah.
It's like dog years, it's like what, 7-to-1 ratio. In NFL running back years, every calendar year is like 25 years for a running back.
All right. Well, looks like I actually am getting the Browning Jamar Chase stack. Browning Jamar Chase. Let's go.
There you go. Hey, no risk it, no biscuit. Remember, this is all about upside this week. That's it. Need big point total. Points can come from anywhere. Someone again asking, Shane Luzietta, Tyreek, not eligible because they play Monday night. This is only the Sunday day games. All right, what about James? You okay starting Brevin Jordan if Hill doesn't suit up?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I'm starting Brevin Jordan in a must-win game.
Why not? Got upside.
I gotta be honest, I'm looking at the teams and nothing's really jumping out. I might like Python. Python I like.
All right. Python, saying to get sniped. It happens. It definitely happens here.
I mean, certainly Brevin Jordan, Joshua Dobbs risky, but if those guys come through, I mean.
What about this? Ryan Schroeder. Would you drop Singletary to get one of those Chiefs running backs?
Yeah, why not? Singletary pretty much just a handcuff now.
Yeah, agree. All right, and looks like it's in the bag. Got a draft done. Thanks everyone joining. So let's go quick review here. Who you like? Which team is going to take home the prize in week 14? And let's show the draft board one more time. There it is.
There we go.
All right. Team 1 got CMC. I feel like that might be a week winning pick by itself. Keaton Mitchell, is that it? CMC Keaton Mitchell. You like that combo?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, he's your last round flex. I'm okay with it.
And Lamar, so going in on that Ravens offense. Hopefully the weather holds up there. Team 2, let's see, which, by the way, not that it really matters. Projections are whatever, but the projections here have, is it Sugarman? Is that how you say that? As the top team here.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so team 2 got Kamara in a smash spot against Carolina. Pittman, also Purdy, Javonte, Kincaid, and Lockett. I went with Diggs, Kyron, Fields, Elijah Moore, McKinnon, and Gerald Everett. Last half doesn't look too impressive, but I'm rolling the dice here. Jacobs, Ayuk, Monty, CJ Stroud, likely in downs for team 4. Python, what did Python do? He went Justin Jefferson. He's in on JJ this week. And he took Brevin Jordan. So this Dobbs JJ stack. Sun God, this is Severo Doc. Sun God and Laporta, 2 Lions and Austin Eckler. And Justin Herbert. I just realized that. 2 Lions, 2 Chargers. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's not a bad team either. I think Python and Savadrock, I like their teams.
Boomer went with Josh Allen in round 1. And then Mike Evans, Kittle, Nico, Cook, and Rashee Rice. Got a little bit of a mini Bills sort of stack there. You took Zach Moss in round 1. You're feeling a Zach Moss boom, clearly.
I mean, that's a great matchup. He gets every touch. Pretty high on Zach Moss.
And then the Browning Chase stack, which might make or break your week here. So we'll see if they pay off like last week. Yeah, you're probably winning. And then the catch went with Keenan and DJ Moore, Rashad White, Cortland Sutton, Ingram, and Goff. That looks pretty solid. And then team 10, Kelsey, Mahomes, that stack. Mixon, Cup, Brees, and Gabe. All right.
A lot of risk on that team, but it's okay in this format. It's okay in this format.
So Doc Heisman likes team 1. There you go.
All right. We'll see on Monday when we stream. We'll see how everybody finished.
Jordan in there saying it's supposed to say Superman. Yeah, I got CMC. That might carry you by itself. That's that.
Supposed to say Superman.
CMC. Oh, it's supposed to say it says Sugar Man.
You typoed Superman. Oh, Jordan.
Can you say it? Can you change it? I don't know if you can change it.
Okay. Do they let you change it? No. Oh, Swara, man.
That's funny. All right. 369 Rye likes the Sun God squad and the Keenan Allen squad. All right. That's a good reason to like them. Okay. There you go. Thanks for everyone for joining the draft. We're going to quickly get to some questions while you guys check it out. Again, if you haven't tried this, you don't have to wait and join for us. You can make your own little private draft too, by the way. You can make a small, I think they have to do even 4 and 6-man drafts. You can
they do
it with your buddies. Super easy, super quick. You can do it creating your own. Trust me, it doesn't take a lot of time to create a draft like this. Pierre DeCoste, what's up? Would you rather pick up Deontay Foreman or Spears?
Spears. Foreman now part of a 3-headed backfield, and he might be 3rd of the 3-headed backfield. Spears is a Derrick Henry something away from being a must start, basically. So Spears.
Yeah, it's got to be Spears. And then Jordan saying projected the most points. Yeah. I don't read too much into projections, but at least that's a good sign.
I mean, it always helps when you got CMC.
It definitely helps. I think he smashes this week for sure. All right, let's get back to some of the questions we didn't get. Darius was a little bummed we didn't get this question, but this is an interesting one. Trade deadline coming up. Sun God for AJ Brown.
I assume this is redraft, not dynasty. But I probably prefer AJ Brown either way, dynasty or redraft. The Eagles have a phenomenal playoff schedule. Like AJ Brown should be fantastic in the fantasy playoffs. So I'll give AJ Brown the edge.
Yeah, I think you got to take AJ Brown for that ceiling. This is what you want, that massive ceiling. I mean, this is close because obviously there's nothing bad to say about the Sun God. Just doesn't have as massive weak breaking ability like AJB does. Miguel Cordovez, Texans or Dolphin defense?
I mean, I think you got to go Texans against the Jets, right?
You got to go Texans against the Jets
this week, but you just stream everybody against the Jets, except for the Commanders next week. You probably don't want to play the Commanders next week against the Jets.
No. or ever. But also, you just take the Texans and drop the Dolphins or drop whoever, just because you can play Texans the rest of the season. They have a great schedule. So just go Texans, and that's it.
Yep.
All right. Back to this one now. Zane, Richter, Moss, or Jacobs? You took Moss round 1. Does that mean it's Moss?
Jacobs, I mean, Josh Jacobs wasn't on here, but I might have still gone Moss. I just think Moss could have a huge week this week, so I'm going Moss.
It's close here. Both are going to be workhorses. Moss does have the better matchup. Vikings actually, I don't know if you saw, there was something I saw, and I hate to say I don't remember who put it out there on social, but one of those charts, because you can look at fantasy points against the running back position, but somebody who separated it in terms of fantasy points per game, just rushing as opposed to just receiving. Because like that the Bears give up a ton of receiving yards to running backs, and some don't. Like Carolina gives up a ton to running backs rushing on the ground, but they don't give up a lot to running backs through the air. And bottom line here, to make this short, Vikings actually aren't that bad of a run defense. They're kind of tough. But Jacobs gets so much volume. But Moss gets a lot of volume, and he's going to smash spot. So I was going to say Jacobs, but looking at that today made me think maybe Moss is in a better position this week. And I did pick Moss. Wait, didn't I pick Moss to boom this week? I think I did. Or did you pick him? Did one of us pick him this week?
I think so. I think you did.
I think I did. Can't get my week straight. So there you go. Moss. Let's see. Do a couple more. All right. How about no Trippy Tay? Which 3? Kyron Jacobs, Achane, Walker, Rachaad White, Monty.
You got some good choices, but I think it's got to be the first 3. I can't really sit those guys.
Yeah, because Walker, don't even know if he'll play. Don't want to play him. White is in a tough spot. And Monty is fine, but I won't start him over those guys.
Yeah.
Then let's make sure we get, especially if you did super chat, we'll make sure to get y'all. Don't worry, guys. We're going to do start sit tomorrow. So we're not really going to do too much of a start
show tomorrow. Right, don't worry.
Yeah. So don't worry. Just hang with us either tomorrow or Sunday. We're going to be here for both. Let's see. I know there's another one.
Yeah, we got this one from 808 Mike. Came in while we were drafting.
Okay. Aloha. All right. RB and Flex. Connor and B-Rob are on bye. So Moss with McKinnon or Pierce?
Yeah, just give me McKinnon. Take whatever he gets me. Hope for he catches a touchdown or something. I mean, Pierce against the Jets on the road. Yeah, no thanks. Just give me McKinnon. Moss and McKinnon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with McKinnon. Touchdown upside. Pierce, fine to stash, but I'd rather have McKinnon now. Flex, Puka, Rice, Downs, or Davis?
I'm going Puka out of this group. I just think he's a tier above those guys. Unless, again, we hear like the weather is going to be just awful, which just sounds like it's not going to be as bad as originally thought. But if it changes, because look, it can still change, it's weather, and it sounds like it's going to be terrible, then maybe I'll go Rice. But right now I'm going Puka.
Puka definitely saw the most upside. Not worried about the injury, even though he has been listed questionable. It sounds like he's okay. I don't think he's going to miss. So there you go. This is interesting. Somebody dropped Hollywood. Would you drop Thielen to get Hollywood?
Yeah. With Thielen, I saw, like, I don't always read Matthew Berry's love-hate because it's too long, to be honest. It's just too long. Like, I can't read 10,000 words before I get to your first love player.
Yeah.
But I did skim through it, and I did notice he was talking about Thielen. I didn't even realize this. Since week 8, Adam Thielen is the wide receiver 48 on a points per game basis. Like, Adam Thielen is going to be the weirdest guy. Like, Adam Thielen should have never been a thing this year, and somehow for, like, 7 weeks he was a thing. Like, why is Adam Thielen a thing? And then, like, life corrected itself and went, wait a minute, Adam Thielen is not supposed to be a thing this year. Wide receiver 48 since week 8. Yeah, you can drop Thielen.
That's a great point because some people might, oh, well, now the coach was fired. It wasn't just last week. This has been a steady, slow decline. So, yeah, you can drop Thielen, especially for Hollywood. Boomer, yes, I am. I'm team 3. That's my username. So that was me. I'm P-Funk. Don't have time for the story, but you're definitely going to fill us in on this, because if you've actually hung out with George Clinton, I would be very both impressed and jealous. I don't think we did John's yet, right? John D?
No.
Keaton, Cooks, Elijah. Pick 2.
Well, I know where you're going here. Yeah. I'm probably going there too. I mean, it's full PPR. Give me Cooks and Elijah Moore. Although it's sounding like Cooper might play, but I still think Elijah Moore is a good start. So Cooks and Elijah Moore.
Yeah, and this, for me, it's not even just about Amari missing or not missing. Amari's kind of mostly been there anyways. It's just Joe Flacco only has eyes for Elijah Moore. Although now they didn't really say whether Joe Flacco is the starter either, did they?
That's the other thing, right? Like, it might even, if it's not Flacco, if it's Dorian Thompson-Robinson, then I'm playing Cooks and Keaton.
Well, I really hope it's still Joe Flacco, which is
especially because let me see. Oh yeah, you took him in the 4th round. You really hope it's Flacco.
I hope it's Flacco. But hey, in this format you can get zeros from guys and you still win. But yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't put a 0. Look, Spearsy he's on board with this. He thinks I'm taking it this week. There you go. Right. Boomer thinks it's going to be not him. It was the worst draft. I don't think it's a bad draft. I think he did all right.
Yeah.
Then Brian is having a bad week. He's saying I jinxed him. I'm not taking responsibility for that.
Well, I mean, the good news is, Brian, you can still root against me. If I lose, you're in. Win or lose, you're still in. So, although it did feel good going against George Pickens last night, I can tell you that felt pretty good.
Yeah, Pickens. Oh man. All right, more super chats. Dirty Sanchez, Fucks 2, full PPR and super flex. Likely Keaton, Khalil Herbert, Khalil Shakir, Justin Watson, Rashid Shaheed, Dontavian Wicks. We need 2 of these guys.
I'm going Keaton, Mitchell, and Dontavian Wicks, I guess. It doesn't sound like Watson's going to play, so that should help Wicks. It's a good matchup. Mitchell and Wicks.
Yeah, I'd say if at least one of Watson or Jaden Reed doesn't play, and it's not sounding good. Watson didn't practice again today, I don't think, so probably Wicks. If they both play, then maybe go Khalil Shakir, but Keaton Mitchell's got to be one of them. Justin Watson can't be. Shaheed, even if he plays, shouldn't be. Herbert, likely no. Zeke on your bench, that's tough.
I mean,
all right, Daquan Brown, Browning, or Dobbs.
I know I took Browning over Dobbs in this, but that was more because I had Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
but I might go Browning anyways. I don't know. It is a good matchup for Dawes. Maybe he could run one in. But look, Jake Browning ran one in. Or I guess he snuck one in. I guess it was a sneak, but whatever. He had 22 rushing yards last week. I don't know. Maybe I'm irrationally high on Browning right now. But I might go Browning.
But it's not a bad matchup either. The Colts defense, not too good. I give this slight edge to Browning for upside. I think he might have more upside. And then Ridley, Rice, or Amari.
I'm going to say if Amari plays, I'm playing Amari. It's Jacksonville, and if you look last week with slinging Joe Flacco, which doesn't even make sense. We have to have a better name than slinging Joe Flacco. I just made that up. Not very good. Okay, Amari Cooper only played 32% of the snaps last week. He had 5 targets, 3 catches, and 34 yards in only 32% of the snaps. And that was against the Rams. Now he gets Jacksonville. One thing about Flacco, he will chuck it. He doesn't care. He will chuck it. I think that's good for Cooper. I think if Cooper plays, I'm playing Cooper. If not Cooper, then I'm probably going Rice.
Wow. All right. Well, we're definitely different on this one. I'm all in on Elijah Moore. But no, even besides that, I'm a little bit worried about Cooper. I've been worried about him. So actually, Cooper, I was just going to say I'm not going to play. I was going to say Ridley. So Rice might be the in-between. Like, I think Rice is fine. Rice is definitely worth starting.
And I'm very nervous about Ridley, especially if it's either going to be Trevor Lawrence with a bad ankle, not only the ankle, his plant foot, which is bad, or his whatever, his last step foot. I don't know what they call it. And Denzel Ward is back. Cam Sims is back. The defense is healthy this week. I don't know. I'm pretty nervous about Ridley, but
actually, you know what I would say? I've been saying this too, and people ask if Trevor Lawrence does play, it actually makes me feel worse about Ridley because he's going to be out there. He's not going to be good to go. Like, it's just going to mess with. So I would say this, which sounds weird. If Lawrence plays, then I would say no to Ridley. I'll just go Rice. But yeah, maybe Rice is just the best pick anyways. All right, let's do Python. I say he's going to ask tomorrow, but we'll do it anyways because Python's the man. Tough one, full PPR, always. Hall, Gibbs, London, Javonte, Moss, Downs, McKinnon, sit 3.
All right, well, instead of trying to sit three, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 7, so we got to pick 4. Easier for me for some reason, it's easier for me just to pick the guys I like. Moss, number 1, Gibbs, number 2, London, number 3. I did see something. Pierre didn't practice today.
Yeah, I did see that. Maybe he was questionable now.
Yeah, Samaje Pierre, but he went from full to DNP today. That might make me pick Javonte because could get some more receiving work. It is a Chargers, but I think right now in full PPR, I'm going to go Moss, Gibbs, London, and Downs would be my 4. So sit the other 3.
Well, works for me. I actually find it easier to go backwards in the elimination process. I'm going to say no to Hall. Just no. And then don't love Javonte enough, even if P. Ryan's out. Just not enough touchdown upside, not having big games. And although McKinnon is tempting, I'm not going to sit Downs for him or one of those receivers. So there you go. I think we agreed Gibbs, London, Moss for sure, and Downs. Right?
Yep.
Jordan saying he's surprised you got TJ in the 3rd rounds. Yeah, I think some people nervous about him because JJ's back and Dobbs looked terrible, but he's still got to be top 3 tight end.
Oh, yeah. All
right, so who do you flex? Njoku, Downs, or Keaton Mitchell?
Downs or Mitchell? Mitchell or Downs?
I can't believe it. I'm saying this, but I think I'm more in on Keaton Mitchell.
That's kind of where I was leaning too, so I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Kind of where I'm leaning. He's riskier, although I don't even know. He may not even be riskier, actually. Yeah, probably go Keaton Mitchell. Let's go Keaton Mitchell.
Downs is kind of disappointed in 2 really good matchups, and now it's a little tougher. Yeah, I'll just go Mitchell for the upside. Chris, all in. Would you drop Elijah Mitchell for Gerald Everett because the current tight end is Taysom Hill?
I mean, I would honestly just, if Taysom Hill doesn't play, I would just drop Taysom Hill.
Yeah, exactly. It's, I mean, if he doesn't play, someone's not rushing out to pick him up. And even if they do, is that like a huge loss?
Well, they can't pick him. That's the thing. If you drop him, if you wait till he's ruled out and then drop him, he can't even be picked up till next week anyways. And is anybody going to be rushing out to pick up Taysom Hill after he didn't play this week? Probably not. And like you said, you have CMC. Like,
yeah,
what are you going to do? Like, okay, let's look at the 2 outcomes here. Taysom Hill doesn't play. You pick up Gerald Everett. Somebody picks up Taysom Hill next week. Oh, well. You drop Elijah Mitchell. CMC gets hurt. I I think that's going to have a bigger impact on your team than not having Taysom Hill rest of the season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just drop Taysom.
Yeah.
In fact, I might just do it now. Like, don't even worry about Taysom. If he does play, are we sure Taysom Hill is going to have a big game? I don't know. I think if he's banged up, not getting those reps in practice might hurt him.
That's a good point. Even if you do it now, I don't think Taysom will clear waivers by game time. So nobody could even pick him up till waivers run next week anyway. So if you want, you could pick him back up probably. Yeah, just do it now.
Then sorry, Jordan, but here's the real Superman. Next one. Rice, Flowers, Ridley, CH, Madison, Gus, or Sharps?
I'm going Rice. Again, I'm not feeling Ridley against this Browns defense. I know Puka had a night, but Denzel Ward was out last week. He's back. Myles Garrett wasn't healthy. I think last week I saw was the first week all year Myles Garrett didn't have a QB pressure. I don't think he was 100% last week. On the road, maybe not great weather. I'm just going to take Rice.
Yeah, exactly. Not feeling good enough about any of those running backs. So just go Rice, assuming it's full PPR. Bobby Brook. Here's the question of the day, and I'm sure for tomorrow too. So CEH or McKinnon?
Yeah. I'm going CEH. I mean, look, McKinnon maybe can always do what he does, right? Have like 5 touches and 2 of them are a touchdown. And you're like, why didn't I start McKinnon? But I think CEH will get the bulk of the work here. I'm going to chase that. I'm going CEH.
And unfortunately, I'm going the other way. I'm going to rely on McKinnon because I just think he's a better actual player. And I think he'll do more with the ball. So I've been kind of anti-CEH since before he was drafted. So that's part of it. And then Rice. What's up, Rice? I think we can agree on this. Rice, McKinnon, or Edwards-Helaire?
Yeah, Rice. Definitely Rice.
Right. And William, no. We can't start McKinnon over those guys.
No.
This one, yeah. Smart. Damian Pierce or McKinnon? I don't know, though. Maybe just
I'll go McKinnon here. I mean, what is the upside for Pierce? Like, he scored last week and got you 10.
Right.
Like, if he doesn't score, he's going to get you like 4 or 5. McKinnon can get you 4 or 5. Give me McKinnon.
Both these guys, you're pretty much hoping for a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
But I do feel McKinnon could catch more passes. Assuming PPR, just go McKinnon. Steven Youngberg, start Hubbard, Henry, or Mostert?
Only one of these?
I guess so. I don't love any of their matchups.
Well, the Saints have not been very good against the run lately. But I still don't think I could put Chuba Hubbard ahead of these guys. I don't know. Derrick Henry on the road against Dolphins, maybe being game scripted out in like the first quarter. But Mostert, Tennessee, a tough matchup, and like
splitting carries.
Man.
It's one thing. You think about it, game script probably will be worse for Derrick Henry. Almost surely will be. Yeah. But the matchup defensively is tougher for Mostert, but also Henry gets almost every touch. I can't say every touch. Tyjae Spears is kind of there sometimes, but Mostert's definitely splitting touches. He took a big backseat last week. I know it's because they were ahead, but
yeah,
they could definitely be ahead again in the second half this week. I feel like Mostert's riskier.
They all feel risky. Actually, I'm not even going to lie. Chuba feels like the safest one to me because it's like 20 plus touches almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed.
This is true. Just go Hubbard. I'm okay going Hubbard. Believe it or not.
I don't think, but that's the thing. I don't think I could. Like, I couldn't be sitting there looking at my fantasy football lineup, seeing Derrick Henry, Raheem Mostert, Chuba Hubbard, and being like, "Oh yeah, I'm going with Chuba." Like, I don't know if I could do that. I don't think I could do that.
I know. I mean, if I have Derrick Henry, I'm almost always just starting him to like, look, I don't care. He could always score. He could always rip off a big run, even when you don't expect it. So I usually just blindly start Derrick Henry, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean. that's probably fine. That's probably the choice here. Just blindly start Derrick Henry and hope for the best.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Flex Reed or Zay? Don't know which Zay. Assume Flowers, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Reed. What's the latest on him? I know. What's the latest here?
I think he's still questionable. Limited practice, if I'm right.
Okay.
Christian Watson's the guy who missed practice.
Yeah, that's enough for me because I did see this stat today. Target per route run rate with Christian Watson on the field, Jaden Reed 18%, without Watson 26%. So I'm gonna go Jaden Reed here. Bank on Watson not playing.
Yeah, assuming he plays, go Jaden Reed. Just don't feel like a big Zay week, anyways.
Yeah.
All right, last couple, and then we're wrapping up here. Brian, CH is like Zeke. I don't know. I wouldn't put CH nearly in that tier because he's never ever been anything like Zeke. Like Zeke was actually a stud at one point in his career.
So, what about current Zeke?
I would take current Zeke over CH.
Oh man.
Every day and twice on Sunday.
Zeke was okay. Like I know people are gonna be like, "Look at Zeke, they scored," but running the football last night, Zeke was horrible. They had that drive, like late in the fourth quarter. They got the ball. There was like 4 something to go, and it's like basically just get a first down and this game is over. And I'm like, Bill Belichick is going to give Zeke the ball 3 straight times, and he's not even going to come close to getting a first down, and they're going to punt it away. And sure enough, 3 straight Zeke runs. I think they got 6 yards, and he is horrible running the ball. Like, okay, he was pretty good when he was like out of space at the catch, but I can't put this version of Zeke over anybody to be like. How many running backs is this version of Zeke honestly better than? Like,
yeah, but you say that, but wait till you see Edwards-Helaire this week.
I've seen CEH. Like he wasn't terrible last week in his limited touches.
Wow. We'll see. I could be wrong. We'll see. JR almost done full PPR.
Okay,
Would you start?
Bad last week.
See, I can't do this. CH over Derrick Henry or Calvin
Ridley?
No. Missed the draft. Well, we'll do another one next week, not tonight.
Yes.
But yeah, if you didn't catch it this week, guys, don't worry. We'll probably do one next Friday. Guessing. We'll see though. We'll probably at some point do another. Carl changes the lineup. Hurts, DJ, Devontae Ridley, Achane, Kyron, Kelsey, Reed, London. On the bench is Tay, Swift, Rashawn, Algier, Zay Jones. The only guy I might think about is Swift, but
yeah, it's not a good spot for Swift. You got Kyron, Achane, London.
I think it's. I mean, the only guy I would think about putting him over would be maybe Ridley.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling either of those guys. But
I don't mind leaving it the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I feel strongly enough about Swift to like say change it. Let's just go with what you got.
Agree. And Bobby Brook, trying to fit one more Packer in there. Would you go Wicks over London?
No, I'm still going London. He's the number one. They're at home. They get the Bucks. He should at least be good this week. I'm going London.
Yeah, even if Christian Watson misses, which seems likely, and Jaden Reed misses, I think about it, but I think I'd still go London. All right, and then with this, Chris Katie, what's up, Chris? It's been a minute. Second season playing fantasy in first place and got the first round bye. That's the best way to go this week. No lineup decisions, just writing it out and waiting for next week. So yeah, don't just sit back and watch. Pick up guys off waivers so someone else doesn't get them. Be prepared. Get those handcuffs. Yeah, be active still. All right, guys. That's it. We're going to get out of here. Enjoy your Friday night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. If you had start say questions, don't worry. We'll be here tomorrow like always, nice long afternoon answering questions. So if you haven't tried the Underdog, again, we just wrapped up a draft. You can do this. You can draft against others. You don't have to get your own league together. You can if you want to get together some buddies and do your own private draft. Enter a tournament, win some big money. There's all sorts of options besides the pick'em. So again, you get a minute, check it out. And if you haven't signed up for Underdog, do it right now. You still get that new special this week. Dak Prescott higher, just needs 1 yard, just higher than half a total yard. So you get that free pick basically and the deposit match. Link down below in the description will take you straight there. Just make sure you use our promo code, which is Endgame, because then you get all that. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you tomorrow.